Let's talk about vibe coding. I think it had the biggest impact in all of the AI fields. You can see a lot that Claude Code is actually doing all the work, and I'm just sitting there waiting, checking, redirecting it to the right spot where I really want to change. Hey, I just stood up. Today I feel like doing a different genre. Let's talk about vibe coding. I think it had the biggest impact in all of the AI fields. So let's look at chat models. They can do a lot of things, but if we look at them, they're sometimes just limited in their capability, and it's not reliable enough for real applications. So I've been in the AI space already since the ChatGPT launch 3 years ago, and I can really see that there are different areas where we profit differently from AI. And the most impact AI has really in coding. So this is why today I show you a little bit of vibe coding, which is really a step up with Claude Code. So I'm almost finished with one of my projects, and I will just show you how I use it at this stage, and you can see a lot that Claude Code is actually doing all the work, and I'm just sitting there waiting, checking, redirecting it to the right spot where I really want to change. And yeah, just being a director and orchestrator, in fact, managing this super high intelligent coder.
Yeah, a lot of you argue that nothing has happened since the launch of ChatGPT. You cannot use those outputs. It's just, it's unreliable, and it so often does not what you want to do. AI implies artificial intelligence, that we can delegate entire tasks and we get a reliable outcome, a reliable result. But we still don't get this reliability. And this is an application killer for many cases. But these models, they first have to be developed further to integrate, to become agentic AI. And only then we will have really crazy benefits that really touch all of our lives. Right now, it's still in the adoption phase. I mean, it's 3 years since ChatGPT, and we see like a lot of people get annoyed, frustrated with AI because it's a completely new activity, let's say. You're engaging with a machine and you're listening to the machine, and you also have to judge how verifiable or how trustworthy the output is of these machines. So this technology is only broadly available for 3 years, and sometimes it's difficult to get the feeling for what will be the effect of this technology, and how fast will it grow, and what is actually happening outside of my site. Yeah, let's get to it.
Yes, now, before we dive into this code, I just want to recap that AI hasn't completely reshaped our daily lives yet. But this demonstration is going to show you the direction things are heading. So it's becoming part of all our creative processes, assisting us and helping us get a better quality, and we can iterate faster and faster. So I'm not here to show you coding, I just want to scrape on the surface, and let's dive into this. This is a project I almost finished. And before I can ship this to the client, I want to first of all make this drag and drop window smaller. Then the second thing is this logo should go up here. I changed my mind. And we also want to remove this button because this is a feature we only deliver in the next version. And then there is one more thing. We want to change this. This is a static number right now, but it should always tell us how many rows are in this table. And now to change this, we just open our Claude Code. So we open any file in our directory, and then we see a new icon, this one. And we want to click on this to open our coding assistant. Super. We have it live, and now we can say we want to change. I need to change the UI, and please state me how much right now to be dynamically updating with the number of items in the history. And we let the AI do the work for us. So it tells us all these things. So now it's in the plan mode because I pressed this twice. And we can look. So it analyzes current UI structure. It's pretty fast. So it read all of these files. Then it will reduce the drag and drop field height and improve visual appeal, move the logo, move renew prompt button, make history number dynamically update. As we said, okay, it got it. Now, can it actually do this? Let's see. So it did the first task, and now it will come back to us because we are in the plan mode before it modifies any files. It could be very annoying if it just goes on, changes files, and then we're not happy with these files. But so it did the analysis, and it tells us this would take 5 minutes, move the logo would take 3 minutes, move the renew prompt button to the settings would be 10 minutes, and make history tab number dynamic would be 15 minutes. And yes, I think these are good estimates because this is based on programming without AI. So it would really take 3 minutes, and for this bigger feature, it would even take 10-15 minutes, yeah. Yeah, the drag and drop, this outcome, I like it. And so now the next thing is it has to move the logo up here. It also did this correctly. And so what is it telling? So let's just look at the results in a few seconds. Yeah, so as you can see now, this number is 0, and this is accurate. So we want to test this because AI sometimes makes mistakes, and we really have to make sure before we commit this that it's actually what we wanted. So now we test this. We restart the app. So this is just a setting. Activate tracking. And the number is still 0, that's good. And we will look if there is coffee in our database. It takes some time. And it comes back, and it updated the number to 1. So that's good. Seems like this change was successful. The button here is removed as well, and the logo is up here. So all of this done in just 2 minutes. Good. So the next change I would like to have is to remove this. This is also out of date. So let's just go to this and say, please remove all. And in this time, we don't ask it to plan mode. We just directly ask it to change it because it's a very simple change. So yeah, let's wait until it's done and then do the next thing. So the tricky thing with this task is that when you remove the toggle button, then there might be some code associated with that toggle button in different files. And so as a coder, you had to search all these ID words and then go and eliminate them from the other files. And this sometimes takes some time. And now I can just state one phrase and go do other work, and 3-4 minutes later I come back and it's implemented. So that's very relieving the mental load of my workday. And so now it did changes, so it's reloading several times because it made some updates to the code every time it reloads. And we still have to wait for this change. But I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be faster without using AI. Okay, so now it reports to us that all activity toggle related elements have been successfully removed. And now we can test this again. Just start our app, make the configurations, activate, and we can go into here. And so this toggle thing is now gone. Let's see if it's even gone when we really use the add-in. It's still processing, and now you can see, okay, it's gone. So we cleaned this up as well. This still working. And so this was the demonstration of how crazy the speed of coding has changed. Even if you don't code, this shows you that AI is very useful already. It's just sometimes limited. So we really have to think about how to set up the workflow where we can make smaller chunks, where we can make the tasks smaller, and especially we want to be able to verify quickly, maybe even through like syntax parsing or something like this, that what we get is actually useful. So every time when we use an AI, we can use it to do our work, but we still have to do the controlling and the verifying that what we get is really what we wanted. Yeah, and if this is impressive to you and you want to do something similar, then just connect with me on LinkedIn or go to my website and book a 30 minutes free discovery call. And yeah, otherwise you can also subscribe, leave a comment or like, of course, please like. And yeah, see you in the next one.